Imagine for a second, someone places a small black stone in your hand. They look you in the eye and say, if you rub this stone against iron, it turns into gold. You have exactly 24 hours to become as rich as you want. Sounds like a dream, right? But for a boy named Jake, this dream turned into his biggest regret. He had the magic stone. He had the time, but he also had a dangerous habit. He kept saying, I'll do it later. Let me just sleep for 5 more minutes. And when he finally opened his eyes, the sun had set and his chance was gone forever. This isn't just a story about magic. It's a hard lesson about the cost of laziness. Let me show you how waiting for tomorrow cost Jake a fortune, and why you might be making the same mistake right now. Welcome back. If you're looking to learn English through story, you have found the perfect place for your English listening practice. We know you want to learn English effectively, and real English learning happens best when you learn English with stories. Many people ask, how to learn English speaking easily? The answer is immersion. So let's improve your English together with this motivational story in English. Sit back, follow along with our English stories with subtitles, and let the tale begin. Once upon a time, in a small, quiet village far away from the city noise, there lived a boy named Jake. Jake was a good boy at heart. He lived with his parents, his little brother, and his grandfather. Now, his grandfather was known throughout the village as a very wise man. People would travel for miles away just to seek his advice. But Jake had a problem, a very big problem. He was extremely lazy. And when I say lazy, I don't just mean he liked to sleep in. I mean Jake was the kind of person who always found a reason to wait. If he had work to do today, he would say, the sun is too hot right now, I'll do it tomorrow. When tomorrow came, he would say, I'm too tired today, maybe the next day. Day by day, his tasks piled up like a mountain. At school, his friends were moving forward, learning new things and growing, but Jake, he was falling behind. His father tried everything. He scolded him, he punished him, he tried to explain, but nothing worked. Jake would just listen, nod his head, and go right back to doing nothing. Finally, feeling helpless, his father went to the wise grandfather. He said, please help him. I don't know what to do anymore. The grandfather sat quietly for a moment, stroking his beard. He knew that shouting at Jake wouldn't change him. Jake needed to learn a lesson on his own. So the next day, the grandfather called Jake into his room. The room was quiet. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, heavy black stone. He placed it gently into Jake's hand. The stone felt cold and smooth. Grandpa looked Jake in the eyes and said, Jake, listen to me carefully. This is not an ordinary, rock. This is a magic stone. It has a special power. If you rub this stone against any piece of iron, that iron will instantly turn into pure gold. Jake's eyes went wide. He couldn't believe it. Grandpa continued, I am going to a nearby village for some work. I will be gone for exactly 1 day. I am leaving this stone with you. You can turn as much iron into gold as you want. You can be rich. You can change your life. But then Grandpa's voice became serious. However, there is one condition. I will return tomorrow evening at sunset. The moment I return, I will take the stone back. You have until tomorrow evening, not a minute more. Jake was trembling with excitement. He held the stone tight. He thought, wow, I am going to be the richest man in the village. I can buy anything I want. He looked around the room, but he didn't see any iron. He thought, I need a lot of iron. Big pieces of scrap iron. I'll go to the market and buy tons of it. By then, the sun was already going down. Jake thought, well, it's already evening. If I go to the market now, I'll be tired. I have the whole day tomorrow. I'll just eat a good dinner, sleep well, and start fresh in the morning. So he ate a heavy dinner and went to bed, smiling, dreaming of gold and luxury. The next morning, the sun rose bright and early. Jake woke up, stretched his arms, and looked at the clock. I have so much time, he told himself. Grandpa won't be back until sunset. Let me enjoy a nice, long breakfast first. You can't work on an empty stomach, right? He took his time eating. After breakfast, his stomach felt full and heavy. The morning breeze was cool and comforting. A dangerous thought crossed his mind. He thought, I still have hours before evening. Let me just lie down for 10 minutes. Just a small nap to gather my energy. Then I will run to the market. He closed his eyes, just for 10 minutes, or so he thought. Deep in sleep, Jake didn't notice the hours ticking by. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The sun moved across the sky. Noon passed, the afternoon passed. Suddenly, Jake woke up with a jolt. He rubbed his eyes and looked out the window. His heart stopped. The sky was orange. The sun was already dipping below the horizon. It was evening. Panic exploded in his chest. Oh no, the time. He grabbed the stone and rushed towards the door, planning to run to the market as fast as his legs could carry him. But the moment he swung the door open, he froze. Standing right there at the doorway was his grandfather. Grandpa looked at Jake, then looked at the stone in his hand. He didn't say a word. He simply reached out and took the stone back. No, Grandpa, please, Jake cried, tears streaming down his face. Please, just give me 1 hour, just 10 minutes. I didn't make any gold yet. I was just about to go. The grandfather shook his head slowly. He said, my dear boy, you had 24 hours. You had a full day. If you really wanted to do it, you would have done it immediately. But you chose to sleep. You chose to wait. He continued, lazy people cannot achieve anything in life. Time is the one thing that never waits for anyone. You didn't just lose the gold, Jake. You lost the opportunity. And opportunities, they don't always come back. Jake stood there, head bowed in shame. He realized that his habit of saying, I'll do it later, had just cost him a fortune. My friends, this story isn't just about Jake. It's about us. How many times have we said, I'll start tomorrow? I'll start that business tomorrow. I'll start exercising tomorrow. I'll apologize tomorrow. But as Jake found out, sometimes tomorrow is too late. If you have a dream, if you have a task, if you have something you need to do it now. The magic isn't in the stone. The magic is in the action you take today. Don't let your dreams turn into dust just because you waited for a tomorrow that never came. This is the price of laziness. Listening to stories like this is great English conversation practice, helping you master English, speaking sentences in daily life. We hope this time story inspires your own success story. Always value your time. You have been listening to Wordy Tales. Remember, use your time wisely. This was the story of a lazy boy, an inspiring story for everyone.